Good morning, sir.
Sir.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Am I audible?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last class, we started differential pair. Okay. So in the differential pair, we have a two branches, two transistors, M1 and M2, and two loads, RD1 and RT2, and one tail current source, that is the IS. Okay. So in the last class, we studied this thing. So why ISS is required means, so ISS is the a fixed amount of a constant current source. So the importance of this constant current source is what? To bring the symmetry. To bring the symmetry by making the transistors, okay, always keep in the what? So biasing, to provide the necessary biasing for the two transistors. Okay. So if the input common mode value is excessively low, So already I stressed in the last class about this point. So what happened if the input CM value, common mode value, is less? Whenever the sufficient input common mode value is not applied in the input signal, is not carried by the input signal, then there is no guarantee about the two transistors whether they are on in the on position. So to avoid that situation, what we are taking this one. Okay. So otherwise we will get the output signal we will get in the form of the clipping. So it is important to bias this one. Okay, modification can resolve this system. This is the modification. The circuit is a modification circuit. The circuit is a modified circuit. Earlier, we don't have this one. Without any current source, we just to join the two sources and grounded them. But now, so what happens? Because we are not having any guarantee about the what VCM, so common mode voltage. So what happens? We are doing like this. That is the modification. The differential pair employs a current source ISS to make what? Two branches current. One is the you can say ID1, and one more is you can say ID2 branch. This is the ID1 branch, the ID2 branch. So these two currents at this node, they can be joined together, and it is nothing but equal to ISS. Yes. So by doing all this, by connecting a constant current source or trail current source, this is called the tail current source. Sorry, tail current source. By joining this tail current source, you can make your operation or your transistor biasing is independent of the common mode voltage. So if both, that means both M1, M2 gates are carrying the same signal. The bias currents of each transistor is, so what happens then? You can say same signal means VN1 and VN2 both are, so whatever the input voltage here and whatever the input voltage of the M2 gate, both are equal. If both are equal, definitely, so the current in this branch and current in this branch both are equal. That is the what? Exactly, you know this current, it is the ISS. Then, so half of the ISS is flowing in each branch. Half of this ISS is halved, and so that current will be flowing in each branch. So am I right? Yes. So whenever, so then you can say what is the Vout1, Vout2 calculate. Very simple, you know the calculate, you know the current in the respective branch. Then you can write the Vx voltage or Vout1 is equal to, so VDD minus ID1 into ID1 means what? ISS by 2 is multiplied with the RD1. Of course, RD1 and RD2 equal to RD. Then, so both the, what is that one? Both the branches are carrying equal current of, so vehicle current, so that the drop V out 1 is equal to V out 2 is equal to VDD minus RD into the current. Current is what? ISS by 2. So in the large signal study, of course, body, effect, as well as channel length factor, modulation factor, both will be like this. First of all, while you are going for the large signal analysis and do the analysis. Okay. So otherwise, again, you can get the some confusion. Okay. So now come to the qualitative analysis. Qualitative analysis means what? The qualitative analysis is nothing but, so what happens, the input signals, what are the input signals? VN1 and VN2. Okay, so 2 input signals and 2 output signals. You can supply, so the input for the two nodes, okay, for the 2 terminals, as well as you can collect the output at the 2 terminals. So qualitative analysis means, so is there any dependency of the output on the difference between the input signals? What is the difference? Maybe one gate input may be VN1 and another gate input may be VN2, then the difference is VN1 minus VN2. So is there any influence of, is there any significance of this difference in input signals? Understand or not? Suppose the difference is this much amount. Is anything changed? Or difference is very small, then what will be happen? What happens if the difference between the 2 input signals value changes? That is called the qualitative analysis. Or you can say, so with respect to the change in the input, with respect to the change in difference voltage of input, what happens? So in the difference in the output voltage or difference in the current. So difference in the current means ID1 minus ID2. Difference in output voltage means V out 1 minus V out 2. Difference in input voltage means what? The change. Difference means the change. So how the change in the input voltage, okay, will change the quantities, output quantities. Here output quantities are 2 things. One is the current, one is the voltage. Okay. Consider the basic differences here. Yes, just we have seen that perspective. So there are the 2 CS amplifiers. Their sources are connected, tied together, and so connected to the what? One tail current source. That one. Yeah. Just we have seen, so that we need to stress it once again. Assume the difference in the signals VN1 minus VN2, which will vary from the minus to infinity. Minus to infinity, plus infinity. So means negative quantity to positive quantity. Large negative to the large positive. I'm talking about only the difference between the input signals, not individual. Just I said the qualitative analysis is nothing but, so what happened in the circuit if the difference between the 2 input signals are changes by or both. So for that analysis, that's why I'm taking for x-axis, y-axis. X-axis is the difference in input voltage, and output. This is the difference in the output voltage. Difference in the output voltage. So we'll start our analysis. Yeah. If VN1 is much more negative than the VN2, so what happens? There are 2 branches. So here is the suppose this input of this branch is VN1, this is the VN2. Yeah, VN. Suppose my case is what? Suppose this is more negative than this fellow. Then what happens? Of course, it's more negative than this fellow means this device will be off. This is an effect, not effect. You know about the NFET, CFET, it will be operate for the negative gate voltage, but NFET is for positive. Huh? So M1 is off. In the previous circuit, M1 is off. Then what is the output? Since this is off, no current is flowing in this branch. So that no drop, so that V out is equal to entire VDD. Clear? So whenever drop, this is on. So the ISS and the current in the M2 is same. So that your output voltage, this output voltage is nothing but VDD minus drop across this canal. The drop across this canal is nothing but ID2 into ISS. The entire current is flowing in the only one branch. Since other branches open circuit. Okay. So that is the yes. See, M1 is off, M2 is on, ID2 is equal to ISS, and V out 1 is equal to VDD, and V out 2 is equal to VDD minus add into ISS. I told you just now. Okay, suppose this is for example, this is more negative value, more negative. This is 0. Okay, this is a more negative value. So for this instant of time, what happens? Your V out is equal to VDD. Your V out 2 is equal to where it is now. So VDD minus RD into ISS. Clear? This is the current in the voltage drop V out 2. This is the V out 1. When V in 1 is much more negative than the V in 2. So M1 is off, M2 is on. So no drop, so that entire output V out 1 is equal to VDD. And here this side, if M1 M2 is on, so the same current is flowing in the branches similar to the tail current source ISS. Then the drop will be established across the RD, so that V out 2 is equal to VDD minus ISS into RD. Clear? So these two things I am explaining here. See, in this picture you can see these two things. One curve is for the V out 1, another curve is for the bottom curve is for the V out 2. So V out 1 is more than the V out 2 for this case. Any doubt? Yes. Long?
Sir,
No,
Long. So next case. First case is V in 1 is much negative, more negative than the V in 2. Okay. Second case is as V in 1 is brought closer to V in 2, but not close. Whenever V in 1 is approaching towards the positive, then M1 starts to conducting. Then the current is going to increasing. Then the drop across the RD of increasing. Then V out 1 is going to be decreasing. Because earlier it is a VDD, highest value. Now since the current is flowing in this branch also, drop is appear across the RD, so that your output V out 1 is equal to is decreasing now. So this thing you can see, this is observation. This is why it is decreasing. This is the reason. Why V out 1 is decreasing this? The reason is what? As the gate potential is increasing, what happens? So your transistor M1 goes to the what? Cutting, then saturation, then triode racing. So that based on that, this current is going in the circuit. So okay. So what happened in the other side? What happened in the other side? Of course, other side is so this is the voltage equation only. What VDD is VDD minus RD into ISS, but not ISS full now because the other branch, that means left hand side branch also activated. The same current IS is splitting. Don't say half based on the conduction of the device. If the device is strongly conducted, more current will be drawn. If the device is slightly conducted, less current will be drawn. So that as earlier the current flowing in the right side branch is ISS. Now the current ISS is decreasing in this branch, so that the drop across or V out 2 is going to be increasing. Going to be increasing. So that's why we can see the subject, you can see the same thing in this curve. This is the I it is increasing. So upper one is V out 1, lower curve is V out 2. Okay, so I'm starting from this extreme left hand side. Okay, for extreme left hand side means, let us say V in 1 is much more larger than the V in 2. So for that case, this is your V out 1, this is V out 2. Now the second case is, if you are increasing your V in 1 towards the V in 2, what happens? So definitely the voltage drop V out 1 is going to be decreasing, and the voltage drop at the M2, okay, is going to be increasing. So I think here my intention is, you need to understand about why these curves are varying. If you understand, then I can go to the next one. Okay. Okay, someone gathered terms and drawing the fraction of the ISS and all the and V out 1 is equal to, since side 1 is okay, the current falls in the V out 2 rises. Yes, third case, if both are equal. Third case is what? Both are equal. Whenever both are equal, input and output, input 1 and input 2 are equal, the ISS is equally split into two branches. That is in one branch, ISS by 2, and another branch, half of the ISS. Then V out 1 is equal to V out 2 is equal to VDD minus RD into ISS by 2. Okay. Okay. Clear? Huh? Which is the output CM level. So, what is the CM level? This is the output CM level. This is the correct. This is the voltage. Sorry. Where whenever the difference is 0. Whenever the difference is 0. Which difference? Input voltage difference. Means both are, then the difference is 0. Okay. So whenever both are 0, both are same, then the difference is 0. So at that time, what is your output voltage? This much. Both are equal. Your V out 1 and V out 2 are met at that point. So here is the so and whatever the voltage is nothing but is equal to VDD minus RD into ISS by 2, which is nothing but output common mode value. Output common mode value. Get it out in this picture? So later what happens? If you keep on increasing, then what happens? Your V1, M1 goes to saturation. Okay. Then what happens? It produces the say current, constant current. Then the drop is like this. So and this drop is continuously increasing. So as V in 1 becomes more positive than the V in 2. Suppose the ulta. More positive V in 1. So the difference is positive. So then what happens? M1 carries the current greater than the M2. Okay. So whenever the current in the M1 is more, the drop is more. Drop is more across RB. If drop is more, your output voltage equation formula is VDD minus RD into current. Then what happens? So V out 1 decreases and V out 2 is increases. You can ask me any doubt if you have any doubt. Okay. So next,
No, sir.
for sufficiently large difference input voltage, M1 holds all of the that means finally if V1 V in 1 is much more far greater than or is having more positive signal than the M2 or V in 2. Then what happens? Completely M2 will be on and M1 is on. Then again the first case will come. What is the first case? So V out 1 is equal to VDD, V out 3 is equal to VDD minus RD into ISS. Now it will be reversed. V out 1 is equal to VDD minus RD into ISS. V out 2 is equal to simply VDD. So the point? Yeah, same thing I wrote here. So this is same picture again. So the plot is what? So difference input voltage to the difference in output voltage. This is the picture. Note that the circuit contains the three differential quantities. What? Input difference, output difference, and output current difference. Okay. So V in 1 minus V in 2, V out 1 is I V 2. So there are three differential quantities. Okay. So here the first picture, both the pictures are same. In the first picture, we are showing the difference in the input voltage with respect to the difference in the output voltage. When it comes to show the current, so this is the see exact difference. What is this one? See all of you. VDD minus RD into RS. What is the value? Subtract this two. Subtract this lower value from the higher value. VDD minus what? VDD minus RS into RD into ISS. What is the value? VD gets cancelled and you will get plus RD into ISS. That is this one. When it comes to here, okay. So what is this one? This is the value. This value is what? VDD minus. So this is what? So VDD minus RS into RD into RS. RD into RS. ISS. Then you will get the minus RD into ISS. See how it is varying. The difference of the output voltage varies with respect to the difference in input voltage. If this value, effective value is negative, you will get the positive output. If this is positive, then you will get the negative output. Generally, CS amplifier is what type of amplifier? Inverse amplifier. Yesterday I told you in the last class. Inverter. So that for the negative input, you got the positive output. For positive input, you got the negative output. Okay, now. Do you understand this picture? This picture I drawn based on the difference between these two signals. That's it. So finally, I can show you the graph between the V in 1 minus V in 2 versus V out 1 minus V out 2. Okay. Yeah. So another circuit, this is same as earlier, but how can you produce the constant state current? Definitely it is a mass transistor. If it is properly, the gate is properly biased, it will work always as a constant current source. That is in saturation region. Then the transistor will work in the as a constant current source only in the saturation region. For keeping the transistor, this transistor M3 in saturation, how much voltage is required for its gate should be applied constantly, continuously. Then continuously this transistor is in saturation without affected by this input. Therefore, this entire thing is acting as a simple what? Current source. The role of the taker is to suppress the effect of input common mode value variations on the operation of M1, M2 and output. Here, the importance of this fellow is to suppress the effect of input CM level and the operation of M1 and M2. Does this mean that being common mode can assume arbitrarily low or high values? If you maintain low values, what happens? You won't get the same signal. If it is low, you will get. But up to what extent we can increase this value? Okay. So our intensity is, I'm talking about the last signal. So if the difference is more means. The difference is more means So the device is going to the non-linear region from the linear region. The difference should not be low as well as should not be high. If it is the see, suppose you take this one, this picture, this is the linear portion. Okay, this is the linear portion. What do you mean by linear portion? As the voltage increases, corresponding current should be increased. That you can find as a linear region. Suppose if you are increasing current voltage, then no change in the current, it is not linear one. Or if the current is increasing, say in terms of care of its value, then it is also non-linear. So linearity means what? So corresponding with a constant amount of constant resistance, a constant which the output parameter will be multiplied with the constant value. Constant value. That is the what? Linear. So this is a linear region, but this is not linear region. So for the linear region, so cannot be shown. For the non-linear region, so will be okay. So anyhow, this is the picture. Yes. With the we cannot see that Vn1 minus Vn2 as low as possible, as high as possible. You cannot keep like that. If you keep like that, then whatever you will get the non-linear characteristics in the output. You can find the non-linear characteristics in the output. So is it we want? No. We want linear characteristics. Yeah. So Vn1 is equal to Vn2 is equal to Vn. Yeah, we know the what is the input signal as well as Cm value. Cm value is what? DC value. Okay. If both the input signals having the same common mode value, so this is my signal means this is my common mode value. So this is other signal means this is the their common mode value. The difference is the VNCM and the VNCM is varying from 0 to 0. 0 to 0. It is very okay. What happened? Understand or not? If the difference between the two input signals is just VNCM, okay, and this difference is varying from 0 to VDD. What is the VNCM value? A fixed value, no doubt. Fixed value. If it is a constant, it is a fixed value. Okay, it's varying from 0 to VDD. So this ISS is implemented with the MSET. This is the MSET, of course. So of course, all are MSET. This is the ISS is implemented here with the MSET. So symmetry of the pair for the pair requires V out1 is equal to V2. Yes. When it becomes symmetry, this current and this current must be equal. So branch in X branch and Y branch should be having the same current, same amount of current. Okay. Yeah. So I can replace this circuit, this M3, with a resistor, R on 3. Okay. Can you replace a diode, a transistor with that resistor? Yes, we already found in the first module. R on is equal to what is the formula? 1 by so mu and Cy W by L into VGS minus VTH. That is the what? R on value. Suppose, yeah, you have. There is no, that means it is not mandatory that all the signals should carry some amount of the common mode value. Suppose if you take this signal, this is 0, this is minus plus 2, and this is minus 2. This signal does not carry any this fellow. Understand? Because what is the DC value here? 0. Okay. If V in CM is equal to 0, what happens? So means this is 0 and this is 0. So because V in CM is applied to the two gates, then this terms will be off and this should be off. Am I correct? Huh? Yes. So since the gate potential of M1, M2 is not more positive than their flow source bias potential, both the devices are off, then whenever it is off and it is off, no current is in this, no current is in this. In third only you have a current. Or third device, M3 device. Yes. Since the gate potential of M1 and M2 is not more positive than their source potential, both the devices are off and I3. Okay. This current is 0. This indicates that M3 operates in the deep triode region because VB is high enough to create the inversion layer in the transistor, with ID1 is equal to ID2 is equal to 0. In this case, both the currents are 0. The circuit is incapable of signal amplification because as it's what is it, an off mode, the signal amplification is difficult. So whenever this is off, this Vout1 and Vout2 both are equal, that is equal to VDD. That is equal to VDD. And VP means here at P, at node P, what is the voltage? Yeah, now I am asking, any doubts?
No, sir.
What is the VP? VP is the voltage at the node P. So it is also 0 because no current in the circuit. No current. There is no current is flowing in the circuit from VDD to the ground. VDD to the ground. So how it will flow? There is no path kada. There is no path kada. Okay. It should not. So that means you with your question I can say one thing. So this VP, that node P can be float. Node P can be float. Where it is connected? If this is open and this is open, if both are open, yeah. If this is open and this is open, these two are open, M1, M2 are open. So open the branch, two branches. Then what happens? How can you, how the current is flowing? Even though it is biased, but there is no, what is it? Gate potential, 0, no? Gate, no, not gate, sorry. This is the drain potential. Okay. Any doubts? Suppose this input CM value is more positive. Earlier both are 0. So that M1, M2 are off. Whenever M1, M2 are off, since VP is 0, even though your M3 gate is properly biased, it is also in the off condition. Yeah. So M3 operates in the deep triode region. And VB is high enough to inversion layer. Okay. So ID1 is equal to ID2 to 0. The circuit incapable of signal amplification. So that both VDD. Okay. Vout1 and Vout2 both will come to VDD. Then VP is equal to 0. Okay. Suppose the input common mode value becomes more positive. Okay. So then what happens if it is more positive means M3 is converted as a resistor, like in the picture. Note that M1, M2 turn on if M1, M2. So if it takes both the transistors, any one can be turned on with a condition of if input CM value is greater than or equal to VTH. So beyond this point, ID1 and ID2 continues to increase and VP also rises. In the scene, sorry, in the sense, M1, M2 constitutes a source follower, forcing VP to track common mode value. So for a sufficient high input of common mode value, the drain source voltage of M3 exceeds its excess voltage. It means this is my M3 transistor, sorry. This is my M3 transistor. This is my M3 transistor. Yeah, this is. Yeah. Suppose this voltage is nothing but VDS. It is equal to VS, or you can say VGS minus VTH. VTH. Where this potential? Earlier, in this case, this potential is 0. This is 0, but not now. Okay, now? So sufficiently high drain to access, okay, allowing the device to operate in saturation. The total current through the M1, M2 then remains constant. So what is the value is, condition is, V in CM, input common mode value, should be greater than or equal to, so VGS1 means this is plus here voltage, whatever the common mode value, because the two gates are tied together and applying like this in this scenario. Yeah, this is called the what? So both the gates are tied together and applying the same common mode value. Common mode value means voltage. So how much input voltage means common mode value should be applied to keep both the devices are on or in the saturation means the amount of input voltage required means common mode voltage required should be greater than or equal to, so VGS1, gate to source, this is VGS1 plus, so this VP already told you, this is nothing but VGS minus VTH. Because for the third device, this point is what? Yes, VDS. Okay. Any doubts here? So, Mirandi? Hello?
Sir, no doubt, sir.
No doubt. Mirandi principal.
No, sir. No.
Hello? So understand this condition? This is the condition. For what? Biasing. So your common mode value, input value, at the beginning we told you one thing, one condition. We started with the condition that is this one. We started with the condition of this statement. This one. VCM can assume arbitrarily low or high values. Okay. It should not be low and the medium is required. Yeah. Yes. Now, this is the x-axis, common mode input value, and y-axis is the what? Current, ID1 and ID2. Okay, this is the VTH1. So when the input voltage, that means common mode input voltage, is crossing the VTH1 of the first device M1. Okay, then it is linearly increasing the current. Okay, so otherwise your device is in the off condition. Yeah, this is the VTH1 plus VGS3 minus VTH3. So beyond this point, ID1 and ID2 continue to increase and VP also rises. Okay. In this picture, suppose if you are increasing ID1 and ID2, then what happens? So VP, that means VP means what? VDS3 also increases. For sufficiently high DCM, the drain source voltage of M3, that means VDS of M3, exceeds one particular value. What is the particular value? VGS3 minus VDS3. So allowing the device to operate in the saturation. This makes the devices both are M1, M2 are in the saturation. So you can write the operation, conclusion of the operation, V in CM should be greater than or equal to VGS1 plus VGS3 minus VGS3. Okay. So now you can tell me the any doubts you can write. చెప్పండి.
No, sir.